very good day to Prof. My dear Dr. Nabila binti Ibrahim. My name is Pervin Sauntarajan with the metric number of CE190113. I am a member of Group 2 from Human Physiology subject. I have chose the part lung for our group project. I will begin with my presentation now, Doctor. I have used the software Wondershare eDraw Max online to draw the human organ which is called lung. A lung consists of two sides, which is the left side of the lung and also the right side of the lung. So let me explain about the right side first. The first part of the lung will be called pleura. The function of pleura is to allow optimal expansion and contraction of the lungs during breathing. The next part of the lung will be bronchi. What is the bronchi's function? A bronchi carries air to the lung and also from the lungs. The bronchi also help moisturize the air humans breathe and screen out foreign particles. We will go on with the next part, which is the stem bronchi. Its function is to further warm, moisten, and also clean the inspired air and distribute it to the gas exchanging zone of the lung. The gas exchanging zone, which I previously mentioned, is called the right lobe of the lung. The right lobe of the lung is one of the three lobes that make up the right lung. The gas exchanging occurs during calm or shallow breathing. Before going any further, there is an important part which connects in between both the lungs, which is a trachea. Trachea divides into the left and the right bronchi. The bronchi carry air into the lungs. At the end of the bronchi, the bronchioles carry air to the small sacs in the lungs called alveoli. The alveoli are where the lungs and the blood exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide during the process of breathing in and also breathing out. Importantly, the lungs have a common part on both sides, which is called the ribs. The rib cage protects the organs in the thoracic cavity, assists in respirations, and provides support for the upper extremities. During inspiration, the ribs are elevated, and during expiration, the ribs are depressed. So now let me move to the left side of the lung. The first part will be intercostal muscles, are the part of left side of the lung. Intercostals are the more surface level muscles in between the ribs, which serves to elevate the rib cage and assist the lungs in expanding to take in air. Next, I will move on to the left lobe. The function is almost similar to the right lobe, but the only difference is there are three lobes on the right side and there are only two on the left sides. And last but not least, on the bottom side of the lung, there is the location of a diaphragm. A diaphragm is a major muscle of respiration. It is a large, dome-shaped muscle that contracts rhythmically and continually, and most of the time involuntarily. Upon inhalation, the diaphragm contracts and flattens, and the chest cavity enlarges. Upon exhalation, the diaphragm relaxes and returns to its dome-like shape, and air is forced out of the lungs. So that will be all from me, Doctor. Thank you very much for your time.
Great, thanks, Doctor. I'm Cheksaru with the matrix number of AE190102. Today, I'm going to explain about the stomach. As you can see from here, that this is the 3D model of the stomach. From the thin of the hollow tube is actually known as esophagus. And so, where is stomach located at? So basically, stomach is a muscular organ that located on the left side of the upper abdomen of the human body. And the stomach obtains food from the esophagus, which is the thin upper part. And other than that, for the muscular valve in stomach, which is known as lower esophageal sphincter, actually it receives food after it reached the end of esophagus. So after the food reaches the end of esophagus, it will come to a muscular valve in stomach known as esophageal sphincter. And we know that in stomach, there are acids and enzymes that is function to digest food. So basically in stomach, there are acids and enzymes which is function to enhance the digestion of food. And inside the stomach, there's actually a ridges of muscle tissue known as the RUGAE, which is root line. And moreover, so how does the digestion enhance in stomach? Is actually the stomach muscles that contract periodically by churning up the food So this is how it is able to enhance the digestion of the food. And the functions of stomach is, in short, which is to receive the bolus from esophagus, churns the bolus with gastric juice to form qin, which is why the stomach secretes the enzymes and also the acids, because it is used to form the qin and initiates the digestions of proteins to carry out limited absorption and move the qin into the duodenum and prohibit backflow. That is how basically the stomach functions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Vanessa Olivia Anak Ngindang. My metric numbers is CE19018. I choose Pancreas for my organ that I designed by using ZBrush 2020 and 21 version. Okay, this is head, neck, body and tail. This is a unicat. Pancreas located behind your abdomen, just behind your stomach. Pancreas consists with two main functions related to exocrine system and endocrine. For exocrine function, pancreas produces substances that help with digestion. For endocrine, uh, pancreas sends out hormones that control the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. How pancreas works? During the digestion, your pancreas makes pancreatic juices called enzymes. Enzymes break down sugar, fat, and starches. Pancreas also helps your digestive system by making hormone.
Hello, I'm Vinny, metric number AE190104. Now I will design a kidney by using ZBrush. So the main role of the kidney is maintaining homeostasis. They manage fluid level, electrolyte balance, and other factors that keep the internal environment of the body consistent and comfortable. The kidney are two bean-shaped organs that are roughly the size of a fist. Now let us cut it to look into the anatomy of a kidney. Now I'm drawing a renal artery and renal vein and renal pelvis. Blood containing veins enter the kidney from the renal artery and filter blood left the kidney from the renal vein. So inside the kidney, a number of primarily shaped lobes, each consists of an outer renal cortex and an inner renal medulla. Nephron flow between the section. Each nephron includes a filter called glomerulus and a tubelet. The glomerulus filter blood which enter the kidney through the renal artery and left through the renal vein. So the kidney are relatively small organ, but they receive 20 to 25% source of the heart output. Then the tubelet return necessary substance to the blood and remove waste that then become urine. A healthy kidney plays 7 different roles, which is the first one, controlling acid-base balance by excrete acids and base when there is an excess of them, and retain this compound when the body is lacking them. The second one is controlling water balance. Next, maintaining electrolyte balance, removing toxic and waste product from the body, controlling blood pressure by producing an enzyme called renin, producing the hormone to help the body create more red blood cells, and also don't forget activating vitamin D. So that's all from my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Uzay Sumro with metric number AE190001. Okay, for this project, which is we need to design the organ of the liver. So as I've been told that we need to use a software like ZBrush and other software, I tried to download ZBrush and run through it for the license and all that. It unable to do, and other software seems to be some difficulties for me. So that's why I use this online software, which is the Monster Mesh. Okay, for here we take the image of the organ at which I will be doing is the liver. So I took the liver. This is the picture of the liver here. So as we can see here, then we draw up in the of this image, as I'm doing here. This actually this software will can be easily used, like it is kind of like cropping and inserting the image from the image itself. So as I crop or draw this line, later when I run through it, I can get some like 3D version of the liver, like here already done. So I click inflate, and this liver has already been in such a way it's look like a 3D. So later I run through in the animate, and see, as we can see here, this the liver itself. This is the right side of the lobe, this is the left side lobe, this is the gallbladder, and this is the coronary filament, and here's the falciform ligament. So yeah, this all for this for the drawing of the from the software itself, and later I will go through for the functionality of the anatomy of this liver. Thank you. Yeah, I missed a part where for this, after we have drawn this liver here, so later we save the project as here it's been clicked at the save project. It will save the project. The project will be saved. Okay, I think that's all for me. I think it's already been saved. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ZBrush, metric number AE19001. Okay, I'm here back for the after the drawing of the making of the liver in the Monster Mesh. Okay, this is the figure, final figure of it, where this the right side lobe, and here's the left side lobe. There's a gallbladder here. There's a coronary filament here. There's a falciform ligament. I think that's the name of it. Okay, for this anatomy of liver, yeah, I can see which is liver is up of the it's up and the underneath of the liver is the stomach and the pancreas. Okay, liver is the second largest organ of human body, apart from which is the first one is the skin. And the liver is the second largest, and it is basically located at the upper right hand portion of the abdominal cavity and beneath the diaphragm and top of the stomach here, and it is right side kidney and the intestine. Okay, it is like triangular and a cone type of shape with reddish brown in color, and it can be weighed about 1.5 kilogram, or it is about 3 pounds. And the liver is a part of the digestive system, which secrete bile that helps to turn the fats into energy that the body will need to be used. Okay, for this liver, it has two main parts, as I've told earlier. There is a right side lobe and left side lobe, and these lobes also is made of 8 segments here. This is like 1, 2, 3, there's 4A, 4B, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these segments itself are made of thousands of small lobes, which can be called lobulus, which is in plural. And the common hepatic duct is formed by the connection of small ducts and large ducts, and these are connected by the lobulus. So here's the common hepatic duct here. Okay, that is the gallbladder, which sits under the liver alongside with the other organs, pancreas and intestine. As told earlier, this is the gallbladder here. Okay, and the bile, which is made of by the liver cell from common hepatic duct, is transported to gallbladder and duodenum via the common bile duct. And the gallbladder and liver work together to digest, absorb, and process food in the body. And this amazing fact for the liver itself, it can regenerate itself fully once it is being cut off for transplant. The liver is being used for the transplant, and it has remaining 25% of it, the liver itself, and it is unhealthy, so it can regenerate itself to 100% back again. Okay, the function of the liver, it is general. There's a lot of function. There's artery and vein, which become the pathway for the blood supply for the stomach and intestine. It becomes a pathway here itself. So and yeah which had since it is located in the liver, yeah, and these two distinct source that supply to the liver is from the hepatic artery, provide the flow in oxygenated blood, and hepatic portal vein flow for the nutrient rich blood. Okay, the function of it is the production of bile, which helps to carry away waste and break down fats in the small intestine during digestion, to produce certain protein for blood plasma, to help carry fats through the body by producing of cholesterol and special proteins, has the ability to convert excess glucose into glycogen for storage and balance, and makes use of glucose as needed. This usually does through the activity for the need of energy and respiration. The regulation of blood levels of amino acids, which form the building blocks of proteins. The process of hemoglobin for the use if its iron content, since the liver stores iron, and has a major role in the conversion of poisonous ammonia to urea, which is an end product of protein metabolism and excreted through urine. It plays a great role by clearing the blood of drugs and other poisonous substances. And the excess of drug and poisonous substance can cause the liver to be damaged if it is in excess amount of these two substances. It regulates for the blood clotting, and the bacteria are removed through bloodstream, which help in the resisting of infection by making immune factors, and the clearance of bilirubin also from red blood cell. And if there's an accumulation of bilirubin, the skin and eye will turn yellow, which is known as also as jaundice. That's all for me for the anatomy and the functionality of the liver. Thank you.